Hello everyone, welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, Wonder Woman. Here we have Wonder Woman in the front window box. On the top we do get the DC Comics Multiverse logo, really nothing on that side. On this side we get some very cool Frank Miller artwork from The Dark Knight Returns, and on the back we have just the two figures in this wave. This is a Walmart exclusive wave, but you've got Wonder Woman, Wonder Girl, and the Build-A-Figure is Dr. Psycho. And down here on the bottom we do have the UPC code, so you can check with Walmart to see if they have it in stock. But enough about that, let's get this open and take a look at Wonder Woman. And here is Wonder Woman outside of the packaging, and this is a pretty interesting figure. It's got a few things that actually make it really stand out as a very interesting and very cool direction, while at the same time, feeling like it's just kind of typical Mattel quality in terms of some of the articulation. But there's a few interesting things that they did with this figure that I'll kind of go over in closer looks. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It's definitely hard to get any kind of pose because of that limited articulation, but there's some interesting pieces to it. So enough about that. Let's go ahead and real quick take a look at the accessories that come with Wonder Woman, and then we're going to get a good look at Wonder Woman herself. And the only accessories that we do get with Wonder Woman, we do get the Dr. Psycho torso and arms, which of course we'll look at once we review Wonder Girl and get that put together, which just leaves us with this little dagger here. And let me adjust the lighting here so we can kind of get a better representation. But yeah, there we go. I don't know what in the heck is on the bottom of this, but I got something that came out on the bottom of that dagger. It almost looks like super glue residue, and I tried to wipe it off and it didn't really seem to want to come off. But so that's the hilt though. You get that little gem, you get that nice big China written right on the blade. That is really unfortunate placement on there. And then you just get the dagger there. So nothing really special, it's just a little dagger. I mean, it's actually even managed to mess it up though with that big China written on it. But yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a better look at Wonder Woman. And getting up close to Wonder Woman here, it's actually not that bad looking of a head sculpt. The eyes came out okay, actually, not too bad. The whites there look interesting. They got like little flecks for filler, but the face itself looks great in my opinion. The way the lips came out, and they actually have some decent paint there to help them stand out. The tiara with the big nose guard, and thankfully that's not molded on, as you can see. That is separate from her face, so that's actually kind of cool that it is separate, and that came out looking good. You got the star up there that came out okay. The hair actually I think looks really cool. Wonder Woman is Greek, and that definitely to me, just that the long black curls, just yeah. When I think of a Greek, you can call me a nerd, but I think of Deanna from Star Trek, and this is just the same kind of hair, just thick black curly hair, and I think it actually looks really cool. Looking down at the rest of the figure here, so as we go down, the Wonder Woman eagle, I guess we'll call it, looks fine, and she's got some straps that are painted on the back piece there to just simulate that it's on there. So, and her bracelets, yeah, they're fine. Some paint issues on some of the arm wrap there. She's got this thumbs up pose in each hand, which I guess you could fit the dagger in there. And then she does have her lasso of truth, but it is molded in. It is a soft goods, which is nice, but yeah, you're not doing anything with it. And belt came out just fine. Got an awful lot of writing there on the Wonder butt. Stars look good. These little, actually the stars, yeah, the line work on them looks really good. Don't see a lot, and even actually look at that. Even where it kind of crosses over on that leg, it matches up, pretty decent actually. So that's pretty cool. The interesting thing that I wanted to mention, they didn't do it. No, they didn't do it on the, or did they? Yeah, so that's interesting thing. If you notice, she has no peg holes. Look at that. Even on her legs, there's no peg holes for those joints. And that's really interesting, and I think that's really cool, especially for a figure that has skin exposed, that is a really unique thing to see on a $20 figure like that. You can almost, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but you can almost kind of see where the peg would be. And it's kind of hard to see it unless you're in person. But yeah, that's really cool that they did that. That way you get a solid look down there. But yeah, leg wraps look fine. This is molded, not just paint, so it does stick out. Same thing on the feet, and the feet look fine. Nothing too crazy there. But yeah, that's, for a Mattel figure, and we'll go over the articulation, I still think that is really cool that we have no peg holes anywhere on the arms or on the legs. And yeah, I just think that's neat. And checking out the scale, we can see that Wonder Woman does come in at a little over 6.5, not quite 6 3/4 inches tall, which is pretty cool considering she is an Amazon. She should be pretty tall. Taking a look at the articulation, so we do have a head that can go side to side, but that hair might look kind of weird the way it'll end up draping over. But I mean, technically you can actually get it all the way around, and it is somewhat of a soft good. But yeah, looking down, nope, just kidding. There is no looking down. And looking up, because of that hair, you're not getting up. So you literally just have side to side. The arms do, of course, go all the way around. However, again, that hair could get in the way, so you might have to turn it. You can see here that hinge all the way up on the arm, so good rotation there. There is a bicep joint, but you kind of got to hold that ball joint in place. At least on mine, it's pretty stiff. Single jointed elbow does not go up very much, and you only have a swivel on the hands. There is no kind of hinge. There is no diaphragm or otherwise articulation there. She does have a waist swivel though, which is nice. She has almost a combination of the typical Mattel joints and what feels like a ball joint, but even though it's not, or at least it looks like it. And you can definitely tell once you do that it is that classic Mattel leg joint. So, but she does get very far apart there. Kicks forward, not as far. Kicks backward, not very far either. There's actually a well-hidden thigh cut right there, so that's actually really cool. We already talked about the leg joints. It is a single joint on the knee. No other kind of articulation there. And then she just has only a hinge to get up and down. There is no ankle pivot. And here is Wonder Woman next to the DC Multiverse Dark Knight Returns Batman and Superman. And you can see that she actually comes in almost a little bit taller than Superman and definitely taller than Batman, which again, she is an Amazon, so that is pretty cool. But the art style here definitely carries through. That Frank Miller style carries through, because you can just tell that these figures feel like they belong together, and I think that is very cool. And that about does it for this review, guys. And yeah, this figure, it's great if you are building that Dark Knight Returns set, because you do want to have the complete set. But as a figure, I don't know. The articulation is limited. We get some really innovative stuff with those knee joints and the elbow joints having the covered up pegs, but the articulation definitely hinders it. I mean, honestly, I sat here, and I just didn't find a pose I liked. So finally, I just kind of did this jumping up and down action pose, and yeah, even that is bleh. So, if you find it on sale or get a good deal on it, it's worth picking up just for the fact that you're going to get, again, a more complete Dark Knight Returns set. And then potentially once we get Dr. Psycho together, that's kind of cool to get a Wonder Woman villain. We don't have too many of those, at least I don't. So all in all, yeah, if you find it on sale, maybe snag it. If you don't have any of the other Dark Knight Returns stuff, though, this is probably one that you could pass over. Anyway, guys, if you like this review, please hit that like button. If you have any comments or if you disagree with my my little end statement there, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the figure. I mean, it does have some saving graces. Like I said, I love that head sculpt, and I love the hair sculpt, and I love some of the innovativeness that they did with it, but I feel like we could take it to the next level. But anyway, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I always do appreciate it, and as always, have a great day.